Hey guys, I'm here. I just had to organize the water. How you doing? It's a little bit late. Hello Sally, Mr. Budman, and Commander Salim. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Right. Okay, so I've been spending a little while looking at the Caspian build. And I was looking at re-outfitting it in Coriolis, which I'm gonna oh no, I think I lost the page. No. Oh, did I? No, there it is. Oh, you know why I thought I'd lost it? Because the icon on the tab looked like ED Shipyard. No, I haven't lost it. Bloody hell. Right. Okay, so I've made a few tweaks. Right. Now, what's that done? Right, hold on. Freaking... Okay. My hotkeys are not working as intended. Why? Why not? There's a hotkey you can use. Give me a second. All right. Ah, wait, what's the hotkey? Control Shift. Yeah, I was doing that. Okay, it doesn't want to obey the hotkeys anymore. Doesn't matter. Right. Let me just bring up a new live stream tab, guys. Andy, hey. Coriolis was giving you issues. Well, I hope it's giving me the right info here, because apparently, although I was a bit dubious about the shields, but it seems. Oh, let's have a look. Sexy bioweaves are, oh my god, 30 tons, right? But I did have them stripped. Okay, so what I've done, there's some engineering I didn't know you can do. At least, I'm guessing you can do it. So, firstly, I'm in the wrong place. I should be back at Shinny Des. So let's go do that first, and then we can talk about build. It's like I say, it's only a couple of things. It's a few additions and a few changes to modules, which I think is going to... hold on. Which I think is going to bump... Oh, give me a sec. Give me a second, guys. Let me just gather myself together here. Alright, so it's going to take me from 7390 something, or 7398. That pisses me off. The 98. It should, if Coriolis has the numbers right. I have had to fudge it a little bit because they haven't got the Nomad hangar. But I fitted a second vehicle, planetary vehicle hangar of the same weight, the same mass. And according to Coriolis, my laden weight, which is the one that says current, should be 80.62. Now, I'll take anything with an 8 in front. If I can end up with an 8 in front, I'm going to be happy. I'm dropping my power plant down. I'm dropping my power distributor down. And, get this, I'm dropping my fuel tank down. Yeah. We're changing shields. I've got a little bit of engineering to do, guys, so I hope I've got the materials. And then we're going to be adding some stuff in the utility slots. So I'm hoping to get it all done. But yeah, wish me luck, guys. So that the heaviest thing on the ship by a country mile in terms of modules, right? The heaviest module by a long way is the Mark II frameshift drive. 208 tons. The next, let me give you an idea, the next biggest thing is the fuel tank at 64. I'm going to drop it down to 64. I'm not going to go down, actually no, it's not that, it's the thrusters at 72. So the fuel tank 64, I'm halving the fuel tank because I decided, yes, I can get to Colonia with 2 fuel scoops, but I don't mind going to Colonia with 4 fuel scoops. I don't mind. And besides, if I get a better jump range, I'm going to be saving, well, saving? Is that the right word? I'm going to be increasing my, I'm going to be increasing my jump range by about 9.1%. So maybe I can do it on, so imagine 9% taken away from the amount of jumps it takes to get there. So it'll, instead of 59 on spanch, it might take 54. So I don't know, maybe I can do it with three fuel scoops instead of 4. That's not too bad, is it? So it's all about jump range really, but I'm going to store all of the modules. You know what? When we store modules, I wish we could put them in boxes, like create a new room or a warehouse and call it Caspian modules, and then just put them all in there so that I know which ones are which. Do you know what I mean? So that when I look through all my stored modules, I know which ones are supposed to go on which ships. Because the only documentation of this I'll have is the stream itself. But okay. So yeah, so it seems that neither Coriolis or ED Shipyard or even Odyssey Material Helper, which has a ship editor, none of them that I can see, well, the first two certainly don't have the vehicle bay as of yet. I don't think Materials Helper does either. I can have a look, but I don't think it does. I'll be happy with 80, right? You can do it on the carrier? Really? I'll have to bring my carrier somewhere near Shinny. Yeah, but then if I store modules on the carrier, I'm going to have to do anything I can replace. What if my carrier doesn't stock a replacement part? No, it's not a runner, Andy. No. It's exploration. Right. I want the Nomad and the 2 things. Am I on the right pad? Yeah. No. Everything I've got on the ship, I want to keep. Basically, I don't want to lose anything.
Docking complete. Commence power down. It's good to have you with us, Commander.
Don't lie. Right. So let me show you El Bildo. Like, I'm not necessarily shooting for, you know, ultimate jump range, like absolute ultimate jump range. I'm not necessarily shooting for that. What I am going for is jump range plus all the luxuries. Kind of like a Bugatti Veyron. You know, fastest car on the planet. Well, almost. And it's still kind of luxurious. It hasn't skimped on anything. By the way, I've been learning more and more about that car lately, and it's crazy. Like, I'm talking about the design and the build and what they've done and how the car is intelligent, and it's crazy. It's no wonder it cost them $5 million per car, and they only sold them for $1 each, so they lost $4 million on every sale. Anyway, yeah, I've got one on my Conda as well, Mr. Budman. Yeah. What, you mean the Anaconda with jump range by longer legs? Yeah, Anaconda's got a hell of a jump range when it's engineered up right. But then again, I don't know though. If you really go like extreme build on a Caspian, right? So stripped out, you can hit 90 on that, right? To anybody consider buying a petrol pressure washer, don't buy cheap crap. What a nightmare. Oh, okay. No, mine's not petrol. Yeah, just get a Karcher K7. That's it. It's one and done. Karcher K7. It's ample, I think. It depends what you're using it for, though, to be fair. The industrial ones are crazy. Have you seen those industrial pressure washers? Oh, you don't want to get your fingers caught in that water spray. It'll take them off. Jesus, hell. The industrial ones are so powerful. My God. Anyway. Nearly threw over the fence. That wouldn't please your neighbours. Alright, so this is the build, right? So what I don't think I didn't have, I did put the ablative on. I didn't know you could engineer it. According to this, you can. Is this right? The Mark II ablative lightweight, it's engineerable. Because I've added lightweight grade 5 to it, which has brought the weight of the thing down a lot. Is that correct? Is that a correct thing? And deep plating for extra hull boost. We've gone from an 8D down to a 6D power plant, which normally you can't run, right? 6D, it's in the red. You can't run it. But the only way you can get around that is with overcharged grade. You could probably get away with grade 3 or 4 because my power at the end down here is 83. So you don't have to probably do it to grade 5. And considering that, does this alter mass? No, it doesn't change mass. So you can go all the way to 5. So yeah. Power plant is grade 5 stripped. These remain the same. That remains the same. Look at that, 208 tons. That is crazy, man. If you change mass to stripped, what do you lose? 187? Does that give me better jump range? No, it does not. It does not. Even though you're losing, what? 87, 90, yeah, 20 tons. It does not give you better jump. You're still better off with Mass Manager. Yeah, the optimal mass is crazy. So wait a minute, what if I put no experimental? Right, okay, so it's remaining at 208. So the Mass Manager then is just allowing, it's optimizing the mass. Okay, so optimal mass for the jump drive is 7.5. My ship doesn't weigh anywhere near that. But if I drop it down, if I drop this down to a 7, I'm going to lose jump range. So this is what we're expecting to see, 80.6. And I've added a planetary vehicle hangar here, a 4. This is to simulate the Nomad, because my Nomad bay is 10 tons. So I've just put that in there to simulate that. We're losing 64 tons here just on the fuel tank. If I stick that back up to a 128, then the jump range is down to 77. So we're gaining 3 light years per jump, right? So yeah, just by dropping the fuel tank down. Now this is only experimental, right? So it's just something to try and see how it goes. The shield gen was sexy by weaves. Now I've gone to 6D shield gens, because the sexy by weaves, or 6C, which I just say sexy because it sounds better. So the sexy by weaves, 40 tons, but when they're stripped, obviously they lose a bit of tonnage. I don't know what they come down to. It might be 32 or something. But standard shields, with, I think this has got stripped on it as well, and kinetic resistance, that's 14.4 tons. And I think my believe it or not, my shield strength was the same at 246. So yeah, that worked out the same. Everything else is the same. I did consult AI and it didn't really help. It was suggesting for me to take things off, like one of the AFMUs, because it didn't understand that I used the second small one to fix the big one. And then it was saying remove your cargo rack. And I had to explain to the AI that for 2 reasons. A, the cargo rack doesn't have any mass unless you put something in it. And B, if you have a repair limpet controller, you need a cargo rack to put the limpets in, right? So you need one. And the only other change is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 OE shield boosters, half a ton each. They still kept me above 80 light years, even if I take them all off, right? So if I take them all off, my jump range is 80.7. So it's a 1/10 of a light year to put them all on, right? 80.74. But if I add, I have to go down to defense and add an OE shield booster, right? And then I press Alt and drag and drag and drag and drag. It goes from 80.64 to 80.74 to 80.62. And it ups my shields from 246 to 295. So yeah. Yeah, the thing is, Andy, with the shields that I had, okay, I'll have a look at the thrusters in a second, yeah? Yeah. With the shields that I've got, the sexy bi-weaves, when I was attacked at that base, the shields were like paper, honestly. So like, it's just to try and survive a landing on a high gravity planet, perhaps. Are you saying here to go with the Mark II gravities, but with 6s? Yeah, look at that. The 7Ds are 32 tons. Hello, Commander Lead Heavy. Welcome to the stream. So this is all this is going to do is give me less speed, isn't it? Oh, you got standard? What does the gravity optimize do then? All right, let me try this. So my current is clean stripped, clean 3 and stripped. So if I do it with Ds, like even just putting 7 Ds on is a 40-ton saving. What does that get me? 82. Okay. All right, so let's go to 60s. 83.5. Speed. Oh, I tell you what, before we look at speed, let's go clean 3. So clean to level 3 and stripped. Jump range 83.6, I hope. Okay, so max speed 234, boost speed 323. It's not amazing, but it's only exploration. Now this isn't going to affect overcharge speed, is it? Stops you crashing into planets on entry. Yeah, only if they're down though, right? Isn't it? Oh no, it's thrusters we're talking about, not frickin'... Yeah, okay. Oh, I see. It's what slows the ship down after the glide, right? So won't putting on smaller ones freak me out even more? Won't it make it less effective? Can we hit 83s? The thing is, all the modules that are currently on the ship I'm going to be storing anyway, so I can always put the originals back on if I want to. I don't know, what do you think? You think we can hit 83? Because that's like... that's a 10 light year increase. That's from... we're going from 73 to 83. If this is correct. And the power is dropped down, so even the power plant, can we get away with a 5 now? So it says no, but if we engineer it with overcharge, let's go 5 and stripped. What's the power? 85. Jump range 84. Is this even frickin' doable? Can we really do this? What do you think about this, guys? Andy, a 5D power plant? 60 thrusters? Oh, these aren't the right ones, right? These aren't the right thrusters. Why doesn't it say gravity optimized? If I click on here, it says gravity optimized there. And if I go with 7A, oh, it's taken the wording off. It's taken the wording off. Why has it done that? Why have you done that? I don't know. Do you guys think this is a viable build? Like, I might not get double boost on the thrusters. You know, like if I boost, I might have to wait a while to get the next boost. The power distributor, we've only dropped it by 1. What do you mean by a one-off, Andy? I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, here. Oh, I see. It's a one-off. So it's 7A or nothing. So... oh, understood, understood, understood. So if you if you don't use gravity optimized thrusters, is it a problem? Like coming in after glide, is it a problem? Well, the shield boosters are just there to boost my shields because I know they're made of paper. And they only add like a tenth of a light year. They remove a tenth of a light year from your jump range. That's it. It's barely noticeable. But you end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, like 20%. $55. Okay. So no angle more than 55. Well, I guess we can try it. It's just a waste of engineering materials otherwise. So according to, if this has got everything right, we can hit 84. Okay. So Rusty, Caspian Nomad, Rusty Dog, new. I wanted to save it out as a different build so that it keeps the original. Right. Oh boy. I don't mind compromising a little bit with builds, but I don't really like going extreme because it's like you always lose out somewhere where you don't want to lose out. Well, I don't want to lose out anyway. Yeah, if I wanted to go and do a Colonia runner, yeah, I'd get it up to 90. I'm pretty sure, right? Like Andy, and I just ask you, Andy, send me a build, and that'll be it. I got 90 light years with everything stripped out. And you know, there's your Colonia runner. Okay, so I'm keeping the heatsink because yes, I need it. I know these ships are more heat efficient. They absolutely are more heat efficient, but just in case of an emergency, the Mark II thrusters are very heavy. They're 80 tons. 72 tons because we've got ours stripped out, I think. Yeah, stripped down. So 72 tons. Where the other thrusters will be 14. 14. Yeah. Oh, and also we can do... No, we can't. No. I was going to say we could do the fast fuel scoop. Maybe I can do a couple of fuel scoops. What do you call them? Rolls? A couple of rolls on the fast fuel scoop. Because I'm not really happy with how much it costs to do it. I don't really like the amount of Merc coins. I think it's ridiculous. It would be interesting just to try some standard 7As and then, you know, don't engineer it yet. Just put some 7As on, standards. And then, oh yeah, great minds think alike, Andy. Just put the 7As on standard and then just do a glide in and see what I think of it. So, let's store this. And we're going to replace it with standard 7As. Oh, it's a pity they couldn't give us D-rated gravity thrusters on it for an exploration ship. I mean, come on, Frontier. Right, so this is 80 tons as well. Okay, so in fact, I will be switching it down to 6Ds, won't I? I'm going to experience the 6Ds. Unengineered, yes. Unengineered, but I want to try. the boost speeds and the normal top speeds are very slow. Oh my god, I've just noticed how rough this ship's in. The paintwork is terrible. 73%. Let's get all that fixed. On paper, yeah. That's the thing though. On paper, and the thing is, there's no like demonstration mode, is there, where you can just engineer something, like fake engineer it, and then take the ship out for a test and see if you like it. And then you can actually engineer it for real.
Disengage from landing pad. Maintain
So like, for example, if you had demo ships. So if they introduced demo ships, so basically it's one ship, for like one of every ship, right? And you go in to this screen and you basically fake engineer it, you simulate engineering it the way you want it. Just like you would do in Coriolis, but you're doing it in the game. And then you can take the ship out in a virtual environment, kind of, but it looks like this, if that makes sense, to try the ship out. Or maybe you can only do it in a certain system, for example, where they've got like this virtual world. Anyway, yeah, like a holodeck. And then if you're happy with the way the ship handles, you can then come back and go back to the main game and build it for real.
the no-fire zone. Be careful out there.
You know what I mean? Good evening, Mr. Gray. How you going? All right? All right? Yeah, you can have a time limit, like you get like a 60-minute test or something, or 30 minutes. Well, 60 minutes. But I mean, it doesn't affect the main game. You're in a simulated world, so it doesn't affect anything that you do in the main game. Oh, now that we've changed thrusters... Oh, no, it's too late to do that now. Also, the change on my power distributor would be it's engine focused for boost. There may be a case to argue for system focused. No, it doesn't, Mr. Budman. Not to my knowledge, anyway. No, I don't think anything affects it. The ship speed is the ship speed. This is actually, the Caspian is actually pretty slow. When it's overcharged, running at top speed overcharged, it is a pretty slow ship. I think it is probably one of the slowest. I can't remember what the top speed of the Python 2 was. Python's pretty slow, and the Mandalay is pretty slow. Well, no, actually the Python's... No, forget the Python. Python's decent, actually. I think it's in the 6,000s or something. But the Mandalay runs at 4,200. This runs at 2,000 something. Yeah. Like, if you want peak overcharge speed, then it's Cobra 5 by a mile, because I think it's like 7,000. That's the fastest one, right? As far as I know, it is anyway. I think it's the fastest Gen 2 ship in overcharge. I think there's one that does 6,000 something, but I'm not sure. Yeah, Python, I think, right? Python 2 does 6,000 something. I can't remember. Panther as well. Yeah. the two exploration ships, Caspian and Mandalay, you would think they would be given a really nice overcharge speed, right? But they really don't have that. Right, let's drop it down to 45, which is always the aim. Standard thrusters, 6Ds. That's fine. It's a bit lower than usual. I think the gravity one stopped us at around 1.6 kilometers sometimes. This one was 600 meters. But it stopped. It stopped us. Now, guys, boost. What's the gap between the boosts? Let's get the speeds up. Right, how much capacitor is used up when we boost? Go. Oh, that's a lot. It's recharging quick, but it's not engineered, right? Okay. So if I engineer it with no, we're not engineering the thrusters. If I engineer the hold on, trying to get my screen sorted out. If I engineer the power distributor with engine focused, that gives me more capacity, which means when I boost, right, instead of look at the engine capacitor when I boost, right, it's 2 bars left. So with more capacity there should be more bars remaining, so there might be 3 or 4 bars remaining on boost, and then on top of that the recharge to get it topped back up again is going to be faster as well. So it might be a good mix. Yeah, power distributor, engine focus, grade 5 and stripped. Okay, let's just quickly perform a landing here. Fine. It's fine. As long as you're not going psychotic, coming down at, you know, mental angles, which I don't come down in the red zone because you can't, because it'll abort the glide. So yeah, I when I'm gliding, I prefer, you know, somewhere ideally 45, minimum 35 really, and maximum, let's say 50. Okay. All right. That's fine. Those thrusters are fine. So, Shinny Des, that's what I was going to say. Shinny Des Jameson Memorial plotted in. Oh, let's go. And it's underneath. So, let's bugger that up. How did you manage to stick overdrive on before we got to Super Cruise? Did you hear that kick in? How does it manage that? Right, so let's run through here on a 6... I haven't changed the fuel tank yet. That's another thing, isn't it? Overcharge will run out of fuel twice as quickly. I mean, look how quick the reserve tank's going down. On a 64-ton tank, that is going to go down twice as fast. There's also another case. The fuel scoop doesn't weigh a damn thing. So when we get, say, half the amount of fuel in the tank, the fuel scoop will scoop it up even quicker. I probably won't even need the fast one, because the fuel scoop on this is monstrous. It's a 7. Yeah, so the reserve tank's going down quite quick, and it's going to be double that speed on a 64-ton tank. And we'll run out. As I said, we will run out in half the time. So there are those considerations. It was suggested to go down to a 32-ton fuel tank, but no, absolutely not. I will experiment with a 64 because thankfully, you know, you don't have to engineer those. But here's the thing though. I said I would be happy with any jump range with an 8 in front. It could be that if we manage 84, like if Coriolis is right and we get 84.02, it might be the case that if we stick on a 128 fuel tank again, we might stay in the 80s. I could actually test that right now. Let's have a look. So if I switch my fuel tank to a 128, what's the jump range? Oh my god, 80.6. So I can still have the 128 tank, because I can switch that out whenever I want. If I can put a 128 in if I want to go to Colonia, and a 64 for smaller journeys, and I still have 80 plus. I still have it. I lose 4 light years, yes, but I'm still better off than I am now, because right now I've only got 73 light years. Well, let's call it 74, right? Because it's 73.98. Yeah. Not Alpha Centauri. Even 128 can't reach Hutton. How? What? How come? Are you talking about? Yeah. It must. I reached Hutton with a standard Mark III Cobra. Do you mean with overcharge on, right? You must mean with overcharge on. Yeah, it has to be with overcharge, you mean, right? Because, yeah, 128 will get to Hutton easy. Perhaps not with overcharge, though, yeah.
Please note that all station services are at your disposal.
Yeah, it has to be with overcharge. Yeah, gotcha. That's interesting, Andy. You know, you could also go into the optionals and add another 128 tank on there. So you got 256 tons of fuel. Don't forget that.
Commander, reduce your speed.
Oh, shush. Don't forget that the guy who did that run to Colonia in a Caspian in 36 minutes didn't stop for fuel at all. Because the ship was basically a flying fuel tank. I don't know how much fuel he put in. I don't think he would have had to have done that much, because if we're running on, I think it's 284 it would be, right? Didn't I work that out? Because if I'm doing 2 stops,
Caution, deploy landing gear.
if I'm doing 2 stops to get to Colonia on a 128 tank, that means if I do 256 fuel, I only need 1 stop. If I do 384 fuel, I can get there without fuel scooping. Right? Because by stopping twice, it's going to talk again, is it?
Docking complete. Perform landing checklist.
So by stopping twice, you're splitting your journey up into 3 segments. So you've got your 1 segment fuel, 2nd segment fuel, and 3rd segment station. And that's at 128. So if you have a 256 tank, you're basically removing one of those third segments. And if you put another 128 in to give you 384, you're removing the other fuel stop. So you can do it all in one go. Yes? Oh no, I think so anyway. Right, so there's no point refueling because I'm going to be dropping the tank. So let's... Oh, that was not meant to do that. Never mind. 675 credits down the drain, guys. Unbelievable. Oh, right. That's interesting, Andy. Hutton. Is that just normal travel, though, all the way? 18 minutes in a 5. Is that normal travel, or is that with overcharge? Or, you know, sporadic use of overcharge? I can't remember. I can remember exactly what my light speed was on the Cobra 3. When I was going to Hutton, you know, you've got that point where you're well away from the station and you're well away from Hutton. It's coming towards you, and then you reach the peak of the speed you can achieve in Super Cruise. And it was 2500C. And I think it took me 43 minutes. Now, if you did it in 18, what are we talking about here? Is that overcharge like the whole way? Is that even doable? Well, yeah, the Cobra's fast as frick. Can it get there on a full tank with overcharge on? That'd be mental if it can do that. That'd be amazing. It can? Is that standard fuel tank, or did you add any more? Wow, that's freaking impressive. That Cobra is amazing. I love the C5. I really do. It's just so good. It's so good. It is the best Cobra in the game. It is. It's just insanely good. It murders the Cobra 3 and 4, but it doesn't have that Hollywood Walk of Fame star that the Cobra 3 has, right? Oh, that was all fuel tanks. Okay. Hey, but you made it though, right? Yeah, the Cobra 3, like I've said before, is, you know, it's the most iconic ship in the game, period. But the 5 is just superior in every way. It's like, in car terms, a 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO is automotive porn, right? Hand-built, V12, gated shifter, gorgeous, the best. But today's Ferraris are better, faster. But the old one, the 62 250 GTO, will turn more heads than any new Ferrari. Trust me. Yeah, so, yeah, the C5 is great. I really want to put the midnight black livery on my C5, but I don't know. Isn't it like 10? It's 10,000 arcs, isn't it? I haven't quite reached that yet. When I hit 10,000, I'm going to put the midnight black on my Cobra 5. All right, guys. So, shall we get started on this? First thing I want to try. Actually, I was okay. Yeah, I suppose let's do the module refitting first then. YouTube chapter from here, please. You can't do that, can you, while you're live? You can't like click create chapter point while you're live. That would be freaking awesome if you could do that. Just in the YouTube studio, just click on create chapter here at this very point when I'm going to start something, and then I can go back at the end of the stream and say, you know, start of outfitting or whatever it was. All right, let's jump into here first, as we'll do it in order. It's a pity I can't copy these down here, but there you go. Right, so SBs. Oh, so before we start, guys, take a note. Well, that isn't the correct jump range. The correct jump range is 73.98. What is this? What's all this frontier? Merc gear. Merc gear? Frontier, what have you done? Right, so 10 means that there's 10 hard points that need Merc coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's not what it means. So okay, so it's adding up. What? That's pointless. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's going on here? Why is it telling me this information? Insufficient Merc coin. Are you kidding? Oh, 800. 800! Frontier, you're pricing yourself out of the market, man. What are you, insane? 900. These weapons better be fucking incredible. Because the amount of missions and stress you have to go through to earn that, just for that. And then doesn't it cost Merc coin to engineer as well? Frontier, you're on the wrong meds, man. Okay. Yeah, this is all changed now. So what's the yellow and the orange? So the orange is credits, right? Because that relates to your balance. So 70 is what? The amount of... Wait a minute. No, it's not. 132. So, it's how many variations, right? So fragment cannons has got 21 variations, so it's all of these. I don't see what use that information is. Maybe I'm missing something. All right. Okay. Interesting. Right. Here we go then. SBs. And we just want OEs, untouched, unengineered, just plus 2.5% reduction from elite discount. Oh, thank you. Do I get a further discount if I buy in bulk? Like I want a load of them. See, it would be so cool just to be able to press Control and drag into the next slot and then just make a copy. Can we not, Frontier? Quality of life. Oh, they make tin biscuits for you? Oh, then it's worth it, man. Or every time, like, they're firing, right? And every time a ship gets blown up, they do that Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, glad to be of service. Every time you blow a ship up. Right. I've got some engineered ones here. That's half a ton. And that's half a ton. Power draw 024. Power draw 020. I'm already well under my power draw. Where's this at? Asterope. Oh yeah, okay, forget that. What are you modified with? Grade 3 resistance augmented. I don't need that particular mod. I know, like, thermal and explosive isn't going to help you. Kinetic, can help you for harder planet landings, but it won't help that much. But it's something. Yeah, I think I'd just probably go heavy duty or something. I don't know. Yeah, no, I wouldn't put that mod on for this exploration. Okay. Alrighty then. Oops. How did I manage to get all the way back here? Alright. So we've done the cause. And I don't mean the Irish band. Let's go to optionals. Let's go to cause. I meant to say we've done the utilities. Confused myself there. Right, so things we're dumping. Power plant. Now this ship won't work very well at all until we engineer. So let's see if it's going to allow me to do this. So store module. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Stored modules. Oh, there's too many numbers. What's the maximum, guys? Store multiples a good thing, isn't it? This is a really cool thing. Where I can just pick, you know, let's take everything off. Because I know I'm going to store that. That I'm going to get rid of. That. Now that's it. That's all I'm storing from the core. And optional sexy bi-weaves, they're going to be gone. I'm going to store that. I think that is it, guys. Yeah, we're going to store those 3 items. Ah, here we are. Here's the limit. So that'll mean I'm storing 258 out of 600. Okay, as long as I know I'm not getting anywhere near the limit. Right. Okay, now in Coriolis, I have my previous build. So I'll be able to compare that with the stored modules, and I'll know which ones to put back if I want to. Beautiful. 600. Thank you, James. Yeah, thank you. I didn't know what it was. Did they increase it? Was it less before? Okay, so power plant then, guys. This is going to be fun trying to do this. We're going to go with a 5D. Ooh, too much power. Wait a minute, though. No, don't do it. Heat efficiency. Mass. $11.7 compared to 10. So it's a bit heavier. Heat efficiency 0.4. I'm not going to put one on, guys. I'm just checking. Heat efficiency 0. Okay, so a little bit better heat efficiency, right? But it's heavier. Power capacity 26.9. Jeez, I don't think the standard one's that much, is it? Surely not. No, 20.4. All right, so we're going for power plant 5D. I don't think I've got one already pre-engineered, and if I did, it certainly wouldn't have the engineering on it that I want. So 5D power plant. Okay, go. Right, thruster areos. We're keeping those 6Ds, but we're going to engineer them. So yeah. Okay, that's fine. Obviously, we're not even going to even think about touching that. Power distributor is going to be a 6D. See, there should be 2 options here. This should be replace module and replace and store. So replace gets rid of the other one and replaces it with a new one. Replace and store will replace your module and store the previous. This one is storing them all. Yeah, it's going to store my 7E, which I don't want it to. Is there a way around that? How about A class of the other one? What, a 4A? I'll have a look. I go with the D's because of the weight. Right, wait a minute. What are we on? Power distributor. 6D. Okay, so this is almost. I'm not putting that on this, am I? My modifications on this is I can't see what it is. I can't see what the engineering is on it. Hold on. Overcharged. I don't think I can get away with a 4. I can put a 5A. I certainly can't get away with a 4. Let me see. Well, actually, yeah, it's okay. I can't do low emission. I can't. I need to do overcharge in order to maintain the power, because if I wait, I'm just having a look. If I put low emissions grade 5, let's have a look. Then the module turns red, and I'm at 138.7% power. However, if I switch that to grade 5 overcharge, my power comes down from 137 to 84. A 4A will not give me, with low emissions, will not give me the power I need. It will blow this through the roof. It'll blow this power thing through the roof. And no amount of power management will recover it. I can try a 5A. Let's have a look. 5A. Low emissions. Nope. It depends though. It depends. I can probably do low emissions, but not to grade 5. Let me try grade 2. Okay, grade 2 puts me at 95.9. The AMUs are turned off. They already are. This is the power with them turned off. Repair Olympic controller, AFMUs, advanced docking computer, all turned off. And this is what the power looks like with them turned off. So, let me ask the question. Why not go with a 5D? What's wrong with it? Will it power the ship? You know, what's the downside to it? It's not enough to just say, well, the 4A is better. Can I get away with a 5D? Because I've got more playroom with a 5D. The 5A drops me into the 83s. Overheating. Okay. And what causes the overheat? Because it's straining too much. So, all right, let me have a look. The 5D is generating 15.3 megawatts. The 4A is 15.6, so it's not a massive difference. But the 5A is generating 20.4. Near stars. Are you talking about scooping? Because the configuration I'm going to have this ship in, it won't have time to overheat. It's going to scoop like a maniac. Plus the ship's already pretty heat efficient anyway. I'm going to check something out, guys. I'm just going to check something out on the build. Give me a second. It might be a bit... just an experiment. Just an experiment. Right, my end jump range is 83.2, but it's an A-rated 6A power plant with grade 5 low emissions stripped. Tell me what to do, guys. Which one do I fit? See, here's my jump. Where's the power stuff? Down the bottom. So this is my power now, 85. That's 85.9 with grade 5 low emissions. And stripped. The problem with this is that it gains you mass. Overcharge doesn't. It's not enough of a difference. So this is generating a serious 35.3 because it's... Okay, 1 second. 1 second, I like to experiment. Into the 5Ds. Modified with low emissions, and instead of stripped, we'll go monstered. Does that work? That doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, that's generating nowhere near the power that we need. So, overcharge. That's a big deal, that one. Stripped. Generating 21.4 megawatts. Power is 85.9 with these things turned off, and a jump range of 84. I've got to try it. Yeah, what is it I'm generating here? What are we looking at here? Yeah, 21.4 with a 5D. 5D, that is grade 5 overcharge and stripped. Is there anywhere on this where it mentions about our heat? 47? What is that? Tell me that's not the resting heat. So when we're just like normal cruising, that is not the resting heat amount, surely. That's way too much. It can't be. That's ridiculously hot if it is. Okay, so now I'm interested in dropping on an 8A power plant. Oh, it's even more shite. Okay, so let's go low emissions. Hasn't changed anything. Okay. Right, okay, so let's do 6Ds. Was it 6Ds or 5Ds? What are we doing, guys? 21? Grade 5 over. No, no, that's 26 now. Stripped. 5D, which is not enough. 15 is not enough. But we're going to overcharge it by 5 and then strip it. So 21.4 megawatts. I have no idea what I'm running right now. Total power right now is 15. That's not the black power plant I'm running now, is it? No, because I took the old one out. All right, let's stick with this, guys. Let's stick to the plan and see how it pans out. Right, power distributor, we switched that up, and the big one. Fuel. I don't need to store it because it's not engineered, but it will store anyway, and we're going to replace it with a sexy one, this one. Front you need to bring an optimized fuel tank where it's you can put 64 in, but it's not 64 tons. It's something like 51 or something like that, you know. 35. I'm hoping my heat is not what it said it was on the chart. Okay, so it's 81, but that'll go up when we put all the stripped mods on it, right? So the 5D power plant we've got on the thing here is overcharged stripped. Okay, I'm fine. Optional internals. Where are you, sexies? Oh, it's took it off altogether. Okay. So the shields we're going to be putting in 6D standards. Let's take a look at the weight here, the mass, sorry. So these are 16, 6As are 40. Yikes! I mean, prismatics are heavier, so 6Ds. So they're a little bit stronger than biweaves, but they don't recharge as quick. And it's going to be kinetic resistance stripped. So we're going to have to wait a bit longer for the shields to recover on these than usual. I think that's everything changed. So now it's just the engineering. Right, so we've currently got 8370. That's going to go up when we put the stripped modules on. I want a combined fuel tank and fuel scoop. Oh, in one module? That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? It would save a module. All right, let's jump into the stored modules. Let's go to all. Oh, I hate this. Where's the thing where you can list all the modules? Like in a list, so you can see all the E-rated stuff. Right, core. So we took off we swapped out a power plant, didn't we? So yeah, everything in here that's an E, bye-bye. I don't need it. This is just stuff that's ended up here because it got accidentally stored. I'm not going to do it now, but I need to spend time going through my entire stored modules and getting rid of all the E's and every module that has not got engineering on it. Just ditch all of them. If it hasn't got engineering, it doesn't need to be here. I don't need to do it yet because I've got plenty. What's coming here? Interesting. All right. This compartment has been left intentionally blank. All right. Right, guys. Engineering. We will have to go to the engineers because we need the experimentals, but we can do a lot of it from here. So what I'm going to have to do is add the modules to Elite, Dangerous. No, yeah, Elite, yeah, Elite. Oh, sorry, I won't say Elite Dangerous. It's going to complicate it. I'll have to add it to Odyssey Materials Helper because I want it to tell me the most efficient route to get to the engineers. So let's go do that. So we want Elite Observatory Core. No, we don't. Material Helper. Get it right. Okay, so the things we've... Oh. There's more to come. There's the engineering of the ablative lightweight hull. Okay, mustn't forget that. We can do that, right? The ablatives, we can still engineer those. Like it's armor, isn't it? So it's grade 5 lightweight. Well, we need to put it in. So lightweight, grade 5. Experimentals, surely that's not it. Oh yeah, there is. We want deep plating. So add to default wish list. And also add the other thing, what I just said. Where have you gone? Yeah, grade 5 lightweight. You can do it. Awesome. Okay, so add all grades to default. What we don't want to see, guys, through this is any reds. They all have to be greens. All of them. Right, so this is the armor lightweighted. It's going to make it 6 3/4 tons, basically. Right, power plant, we're going with overcharged stripped. So, power plant, anti-guardian zone resistance, overcharge, grade 5, add all to default, bastard, and experimental is stripped. Add to wish list, default. Conductive ceramics. I can trade for those, I think. Yeah, I can. It says I can receive from... I'm not selling biotech conductors. No. No, they're hard enough to get hold of. Encoded emissions in Anarchy. We can get them from. No, actually the best thing is to find out what's the highest thing on that shelf and then go into a high grade emissions and just grab a crap load of them and then trade. That is the single best way. So we can do that. All right, so, and it's easy to do it that way as well. Right, so we've got power plant, armor, thrusterios. So thrusters, we want clean 3 and stripped. So core thrusters, We don't want to go beyond 3 because I think it just keeps adding mass. So grade 3. Now if I say add all grades, can we change that easily? Oh, you're a fucking sweetheart. Okay, so clean drive, add all grades. So it's going to go to 5, but if I drop this down, I can kill grades 4 and 5. Grades 1, 2, 3. How freaking good is this program? Jesus. And experimental stripped. Add to default. I love the way it orders them. Thrusters, thrusters, power pump, power pump. Brilliant. Well done, Jixt, for writing this program. He's done such a great job on it. Right, so that was thrusters. Next thing is only got 2 more things to do, I think. Yep. So power distributor, engine stripped. So core, power distributor, and we want engine focus, support focused. What does that do? See, the descriptions are not there yet. Support focused. Interesting. I want to see what that does. That's interesting. So we're going engine focused, grade 5. And we want to add all of that to default. Only got 1 red so far. Don't jinx it, don't jinx it, don't jinx it. And experimental stripped. Sometimes there's some of the other like capacitors and stuff might be a good thing to put on as well, but you know, we're going for weight saving as well. Okay, so far so good. It's going to kill all my... I'll have to go shopping after this. Sensor's already good. So the only thing now is the shield gen, which is going to be kinetic 5 and stripped. So optional internals, shields, enhanced low power would be nice if I could do it, but kinetic I need. 5. Oh no. Oh no. I know I've just messed up. Right, so add to wish list all grades. And experimental is stripped down on regardless of which module you put it on. Is it always the same blueprint? Add to wish list. Now what's happened here? The shield generator's gone underneath. Ah, because, okay, so these are experimentals, core, and optionals. That's it, guys. All we need is 9 conductive ceramics. What if there's a mission on the board to do that right now? Go and grab the such and such from a crash site. Done. All right, so this is the path. Palin Dweller, Jean, Chung, Tani, in that order. All right. And we're only going here, well, no, not necessarily. I was going to say we're only going here for the experimentals, but that's not true, because it might be the case that the one that we want to put on is not the one we have pinned. So as soon as I do, like from here, if I can manage to do the grade 5 upgrade from here, then I will cross it off the shopping list, and that'll whittle it down. But before we go, Is there a mission for conductive ceramics, or do I... Before we even do that, guys, these are things we have to think through here. Right, so conductive ceramics is what we're short of, right? So if I go to materials, oh wait, go back. Wish list. Right, conductive ceramics is, you can't see the pop-up that I've got, but it does say type manufactured, right? So you go to materials, and then you've got, this tells you the nearest manufactured dude, right? Which is right next door in Timbledaris, right? So he's the nearest one. So what we do is we come down and we look for conductive ceramics. Now we know it's a grade 3, so we just have to look in this column here. There they are. Okay, conductive ceramics right here. So the top of the shelf is Biotex. The worst one possible. The worst one. Because if it had been military grade or whatever, I could have just gone to a high grade emissions. Unfortunately, Biotex you can only get via a mission reward, and they're so freaking rare. What is WL? What does that mean? Wish list. No, surely not. Are they... Is military grade on my wish list here? Like it's in here somewhere? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so they're added on the wish list. All right, that's good information. All right, so unless there's a mission for Biotex, I've got 70 of them, so what's the trade down from 5 to 3? 5 to 4 is 1 to 6, right? 5 to 3 is, I can tell you actually, 5 to 3 is it 9? Receive 9 from trading 1 biotech. Okay, I've got 70 biotechs. If I trade 1, I'll get the 9 that I need. You're right, Andy. Yeah, it is 9. Now I'll get the 9 that I need, but the problem with that is that when I do that, I'll have none left. So I'm just gonna have a little look to see if there's any conductive ceramics. Oh, you bastard. Yeah, I wouldn't do that mission anyway. Just to see if there's anything, perhaps. And if biotech conductors are on here, well, oh no. Yeah, but look at the mission they have you do for it. It'll be quicker to go into a distribution center to get those. You only need to pick up 4 of them to get 12. And 6, yeah. Mind you, I don't know. Panther Clipper's pretty quick at delivering 6,000. Right, come on. Conductive ceramics. It's only grade 3. Come on. Nope. You bastard. Okay, not a problem. We'll go do that then. I might trade 5 biotechs, in which case the first one will give me the 9 that I need, and the other 4 will give me 36 extra, right? All right? Yeah. Okay, so we'll do... Now, let's find out which module the conductive ceramics is. Why are you highlighted in blue? All right, let's find out. Is there a quick way to find out? So you can't pass your mouse over it. Right, so conductive ceramics gets used in a lot of stuff. There's a lot of modules. A lot of engineering modules get used in this. A shitload. So it's either going to be one of the cores or one of the optionals. And I can tell you it's not an optional. It must be... Ah, got you. thrusters clean drive tuning on the thrusters. No? No, it isn't. What the father frickin'... Right, let's go through. Armor. Oh, I see. I see. Conductive ceramics are still there. So, is it thrusters as well? No. So what's the other thing? There you go. Power plant. Isn't it? Power plant. Power plant needs 9 of them. Lightweight armor needs 9 of them. Okay. Alright. In that case, guys, before we even touch this, let's go to the material trader and go pick up everything so that everything is green. What's the fastest way to reach elite rank? Trade, yeah, trade. I would agree with that. Trading. Trading will do it before anything else.
Ship uncoupled. Moderate speed on exit.
Hello? Hello? Joystick? Oh, the drives are offline. Okay. Oh, Jesus, where are we gonna... Okay, I have to turn the shields off. Okay, we have to run with no shields for a little while. Until we engineer. Awesome stuff. Oh, there's no speed on these thrusters. Hopefully when we clean them for a grade 3, hopefully we'll get a little bit extra speed. It's not going to be very much though. This is pretty dire. Yeah, Andy, well, you know. I just want to get all the materials in. Because I don't want to, yeah. It's okay. Oh, it's fine like this. It's fine like this. As long as I can, as long as it's manageable. It's probably going to be quicker just to go to the engineers, because we have to go there anyway. And it's not like I'm going to have a better FSD by engineering in Shinny first. And the nearest engineer is dun dun dun. Palin, 41 light years. Dun, 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 dun. We could just go straight to the engineers, guys, because we've got to do it anyway. If we go back to Shinny and engineer it there, actually we can do it maybe from here. We can maybe do the power plant then. Yeah, we can engineer the power plant here, I guess. Okay, where are we landing? Nearest manufactured. Levi Montalcini Gateway. There we go. Help me interdict you. No. I do not want to get interdicted right now. Unless it's security, just doing a quick check. That's fine. But I don't got no booty, and I don't got no bounty. Engineer is a grind to yeah, I mean, there are grinds, but it's only a grind if you choose to focus on doing just that. Then it's a grind. If you just play the game and let it come to you, I mean, sometimes you don't. You have to focus on, you know, grabbing a load of stuff, and it has to, that grind has to happen, but it's only as much as you make it. The player creates the grind, really. It's in the game, obviously, but the grind is as much as you want it to be. It's like jumping to Sagittarius A by just jump scooping the whole way. That's a grind. But it depends whether you want to spend the whole day doing it or break it up into over 2 or 3 days. So yeah, it's as much as you want. But yeah, it's some of the things, it takes a while. The problem is if you rush the game too much and then start getting elite and everything, there's nothing left to go. There's nothing left to go for. I haven't got much left to go for. I wish I did, though. I wish I was still... I mean, there is for me, because, like, I've still got, for example, you know, these elite ranks to get to 5. I've got trade rank elite 4, which shows you right there that trading is the fastest way through. I'm halfway to elite 5 on trade. And with my Panther Clipper, that it's gonna make a meal of that. I'm pretty sure I could, if I focused on trade only and only used the Panther Clipper, it wouldn't take me long to get through that that elite 4 rank. It wouldn't take long. Combat takes the longest, I think. So easiest one is trade, then exploration, and then combat. Out of the main 3. The bottom 2, that's Odyssey, that different world. Different world. I think on that one, Exobiology is probably easier than Mercenary, like quicker. But yeah, don't rush it too much. Oh, I have what, Andy? Oh, you mean I have, like, stuff to do still? Yeah, it's true, it's true. Thankfully, we still have stuff to go for. But I've already reached the triple elite, you know what I mean? I've kind of done that. The rest is just for show. But, Mercenary Elite, imagine how much on-foot combat you'd need to do. I'm hoping that... I haven't seen any evidence of it, right? I haven't. But I'm hoping that the operations missions, because you're killing quite a few people, counts towards your mercenary rank. I've seen no evidence. Mine hasn't moved that I know of. So let's see. Okay. Those infamous biotech conductors. Jesus. What a thing these are to get hold of. If you ever see a mission for them, take it. Just take it. It doesn't matter what their mission is. Take it, because they're so rare. Right, conductives. I will give up. Wait a minute, though. Wait a minute. Biotech conductors. Talk to me and tell me, what do they do? What do you do, Biotechs? Where are you? Where are you? I just saw you. There you are. Right, Biotech conductors. Beam laser short range. Beam laser long range. Burst laser short range, burst laser long range. Cannon short and long range. Multi-cannon short and long range. Plasma accelerator the same. Pulse laser the same and railgun the same. That's it. That's what they do. Short and long range on those weapons. Short range blasters on multi-cannons. Very nice. I tend to prefer short range battles. I don't do long distance. I like to get up close and personal with plenty of ramming. Excuse me? Plenty. If I can replenish a little bit of that, that'd be nice. I think I'm actually pretty good. I've actually got a good stock, haven't I? My nips, I've got only 2 figures, 2 numbers. These are all 3 figures, 3 digits, I should say. Military grade alloys, don't care about that. These are so easy to come by. Proto heat's the same, easy. Military supercapacitors, easy. Imperial shielding, easy to come by. Radiolics, easy to come by. And they're all grade 5. High grade emissions. Yeah, that's where it's at, baby. Okay. Let's get the power plant sorted so we can turn the shield on. So that depends. I don't think we've got the right engineering. We want... Oh, overcharged. We may have the right engineering then. Okay, power plant. Talk to me. Oh yeah. Do it. I want to know what are the engineers doing with all the sulfur? What are they doing with it? What do they want it? Like, they don't say, oh, you know, if you want this, get me a new washing machine, new television. No, they want selenium and wiring and conductive components. All factory stuff. 1,000 on-foot combat zones. Whoa. I wouldn't mind, Andy. I like all that stuff. You know me, I like the on-foot. The combat zones are really cool, though. It's not my way of engaging, right? It's not stealth. It's kind of like a mini operations, isn't it? Sort of. But I like that too. I don't mind that. Just gunning at them. Like, operations is completely the opposite of my combat style. I like to be sneaky. Metal Gear Solid, Splinter Cell, Hitman. Yeah, that's me. Quiet, undetected. Oh, and what did I miss out? Sniper Elite contracts, of course. And Sniper Elite... What was the old one that we did? That was awesome. What was the World War II one that we did, guys? Sniper Elite begins with R, I think. I don't remember. Resistance, wasn't it? Sniper Elite Resistance? That was brilliant. That was so good. Okay. Now then. My shields are on. What the hell? How did you come back on? I turned you... Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't turn it off. I just changed the priority. Okay, you can go back down to 1 now. There we go, we got our shields back. Right, so in the list of stuff, if I can grab the window. There it is. So in the list of stuff, where are we? Window. We've just done shields. I go to wish list, and then I go shield generator. No, power plant. What am I talking about? Shields? Oh, because my shields came on. Idiot. Right, we've just done overcharged power plant. So if I click the little eyeball, it should remove it. Does it remove the materials though? It is, isn't it? And it's removing the engineer from the list, or is it just removing? Ah, it's changing the order of things. Yeah. So we still need to go to Marco Quent because we need to add the strip down on it. All right, lovely. All right, that's sweet. I hope this ship works fairly decently. It's not going to be fast. The top speed and the boost speed is not going to be anything to write home about. But there you go. It's an exploration ship. It's not built for speed. Right, Mr. Palin. You can expect a visit. Get the frickin' kettle on. And a bacon sandwich. Right, one jump. At the very end, guys, we'll have more of an idea about jump range. We know we're in the 80s already, but we'll get the final number when we've done the last bit of engineering. We have all the materials we need. All the modules are fitted. Everything we need. It's just engineering to do, and that's it. A quick refit on the same Caspian. And there's nothing to stop me buying another Caspian. And the modules we took off, well, you know what I'm getting at. We could just build one that is the same as the previous one. I don't know why. It wouldn't be much of a difference. But we could. Yeah, we'd already have like three or four pre-built, pre-engineered modules if I added another Caspian. Oh, I asked AI to come up with a name for my ship. Meridian. Ooh. Wayfarer. No. Horizon, no. Voyager, absolutely not, because it already looks like Voyager. Meridian. Endeavour. Oh, I like that. Endeavour was one of the space shuttles. Oh, Endeavour. Awesome. Yep. Endeavour. That's it. That's what it's going to be called. This one. Yeah, named after one of the space shuttles. How can I not? Yeah, when I was a kid I had a massive interest in the space shuttles. I did a whole school project on it. Well, I wanted to do it on the space shuttle alone because I had original photos and a massive poster given to me by NASA. The guy came to my school from NASA and I spoke to him afterwards about the shuttle. I asked him about how does the shuttle fix onto the orbital, to the external tank, and how does it unattach when it's time to unattach? What's the mechanism? I was only like 13 or something, 14. He told me all this information and he said, oh, I'll send you some photos and I'll send you some prints from NASA. And he frickin' did. He did. The school teacher called me one day and said, you know, can you pop over into the classroom? Okay, I went over and he gave me this big frickin' brown envelope and he said, that's from, I remember the guy's name, it was John Meyer. He said, that's from the guy who was from NASA. And he sent me original photos of the shuttle taking off and landing. some of it when it was getting maintenance. Oh man, and a massive poster, which was the shuttle, like where you could see inside how it all worked inside. It was cut away, dude. So I wanted, and then they said, oh, you have to do a school project on something, and I said space shuttle. I've got books and books and books on it. So I said I want to do the space shuttle, and my teacher said, oh, that's not enough. I said, what do you mean? He said, no, he said, I suggest you do one on the history of manned spaceflight leading up to it. So I did. So my school project was basically, you know, Gemini and Apollo and Mercury and Soyuz and all that leading up to the space shuttle. And the school project at the end was pretty thick. I could have turned it into a book, I think. Except that it was written by a young teenager. And even to this day, I've got models unbuilt still in the box of the space shuttle. Big ones. And I've got about, I don't know, I must have about 10, maybe 8 to 10 books on the space shuttle. Yeah. So, yeah. I was totally nerding over it. I loved it. The concept of the taking off like a rocket, coming in like an aeroplane. Unbelievable. And it's like, he was explaining to me about the tiles on the shuttle, the heat tiles. He was talking to me about that, and how they use something called jettison bolts. Jettison, obviously, because that's what it does. The jettison bolts attach the shuttle to the tank, and then they you know, when it's time, they have a mechanism that jettisons the freaking shuttle off the external tank. And then the tiles are incredible. The tiles are underneath the shuttle's belly are insane. Mind you, they're everywhere. It's not just the belly. But the belly takes the heat, right? You can put one in a furnace and heat it up until it's red hot. Red, glowing red. And you can still hold it in your hand because of how efficient the heat dissipation is. I kid you not. It's amazing. And think how old. We're talking about the 80s, you know? Or the 70s when it was starting to be built, I suppose, right? I totally nerded out on the shuttle. I remember the very first Columbia takeoff. We watched it from school. I couldn't take my eyes off the telly. It was just fantastic. Yeah, what an amazing thing. So yeah, Endeavour. What a great name for an exploration ship as well, right? That sounds like it should be the name of a freaking Star Trek vessel. USS Endeavour. There's probably a naval ship called USS Endeavour.
Docking permission authorized. You may proceed to landing pad 14.
3 million horsepower on each of the 3 engines on the back of the orbiter. 3 million horsepower. And when it takes off, when it launches, the heat on the tip of the flame is hotter than the surface of the sun. Like I say, like Andy says, I was a nerd. Yeah. Even to this day, you know. Downstairs, I have a model of it on the top of my bookshelf. I have a model of the shuttle, the Columbia, 1/72 scale, so it's pretty large. But I also have the full stack. I've got 2 boxes, well, not unopened, but I haven't built them, of models of the full stack. So that's the shuttle, the external tank, and the boosters at 1/72 scale. So it's probably going to sit about, I don't know, 2.5 feet high, maybe nearly a meter high. I don't know. You can actually get the launch pad for it as well. Yeah, what was the launch pad called? 44? Something 44? Have I forgotten? Launch pad 39. Yeah, launch pad 39. Anyway. Enough of that. Right, what are we here for? Engine. Clean up to 3. That's what we're doing. 1. And you know what else has impressed me, guys? In, you know, talking about like modern day now. This freaking, is it the SpaceX one? The rocket? It goes up, and when it comes back, it plonks itself back vertical. The same position it took off on. Imagine trying to do that with Saturn V. It'd fall over. The way it comes down at an angle and then just straightens up and lands on its end, like the same way it took off. That's brilliant. That's just computers doing that. It's like that, is it the B2? That stealth bomber that's like triangle and flat and it hasn't got a tail. Well, a plane without a tail is just, it looks like a Cobra, doesn't it? Anyway, a plane without a tail is just going to spin. It's just going to spin in the air. And the reason it doesn't is because the computers, I believe this is right anyway, it's because the computers on board are constantly correcting it. So if it detects it going one way, the computer will sort out the yeah, it'll sort the plane out. It keeps it level anyway the whole time. I believe that's right. You can correct me if I'm wrong, and if I am wrong, I would love to know what the thing is, what the actual thing is. But I believe I've read that that the computer's just constantly correcting for it all the time. Yeah, it's like when you're drifting a car around a corner, you're constantly correcting the steering the whole time to just not slide too much. Maybe a bit like rallying, right? But that's what this does. It's just sorting it out the whole time. Amazing technology. It's a pity it's only used for killing, right? Right. Except rockets and shuttles. They're used for exploration and endeavouring. Where can I go? Advanced maintenance? Where do we do the... Do we do the ship name, guys? It's not... Oh, I haven't done it for a while. Oh, here, livery. Oh yeah, we got to come down here. Right, so let me knock off the power plant. So we've got overcharge. No, sorry, I'm completely obsessed with the power plant. We've got thrusters done clean and thrusters stripped, so we can remove those off the list. Next one is Marco Quent in Sirius, 2 jumps away. Yeah, I didn't do that. So it's like Rusty Dog dash EX. Is it 5 now we're up to, or 4? I think it's 5. It's my 5th exploration ship, I think. Asp, Anaconda, Mandalay. What's the other one? Diamondback, that's 4. Yeah, this must be 5. Okay. So, okay, and this one is... Oops. Endeavour. We have to get a freaking nameplate on it now. Why is that not the name? Now that's nice, but I think it's too small. That's the ID. Do we not have a massive name? Oh, no, that's not going to work. I'll have to do one of these. Is that the biggest font we have? Is it the biggest lettering? What's this symbol, guys? Alliance. Why? Okay. Why can't I have something like this, but with my ship name on it? Right, what's the the most minimal symbol? It's too small. I don't want freaking bullet holes. No, I want it bright white as well. That's kind of nice, but the font's kind of small. Okay, so let's go with the star. Why not? And we'll do the same on this side as well. Now, I do like when you come to do the other side, it positions the boxes so that the one you chose is in exactly the same position. That's cool. Ship ID. See, this exists here as well, so I don't know why it was on the other one. Yeah, we'll go without the lines. Okay, I'm done. Ship kits. I haven't got any. How am I supposed to see that? I can't see what it looks like properly. Actually, that's not bad. I think putting all of these on... Well, this is just a spoiler. Which is the best one? I don't mind this one. That's nice. 10,900. Wings. Where are you? I can't even freaking see you. It's happening down here in the dark. It's just not bright enough. What have you got to hide? When I get it outside, it's going to look bad. Oh no. You see that Voyager round look on the front? This completely takes that away. That's not for me. Interesting. Can't even see it. Let's have a look. Is it these? Has it put these little yellow things on? Yeah. Extra fuel. And hologram. Oh, Jesus, no. I guess if the ship was black, it would look better. Nah, it would get on my nerves looking at that. Nah, too distracting. Some ships, like the is it the mining ship? The T11, I've got one on. Looks pretty good. I haven't got anything liveried up here. None of this has got liveries on it. None of them. What's the Explorer got? Oh, it's not white enough. Give us something bright white. Okay. Tell you what I would love to see. Now, I don't think the lighting that they've made a change to in the new update is affecting anything in here, right? Because I would be interested to see the galvanized paint jobs. Yeah, see, midnight looks very grey, but when you've got red, little bits of red trim like here and here, it's really nice. How's the... Yeah, that does look good. Black on an exploration ship though. Don't know. It's just not the right shade. If that had been a like proper deep orange, I think that would have looked cool. Talking of orange, that's more red. Oh, it's red. It is red. It looks orange. There you go. I don't know. Why is that 3,900? Oh, that's 2 items. If you paint it in this color, it's got no resale value. When you try and sell your ship, they'll just scrap it. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to think which one I would have. It's probably going to be this blue one, if anything. If I had to pick one, it'd be that blue one. How much is that one? 3.9. If I had to pick one, it'd be that one. Anyway, that's Palin done. Now over to Mr. Quent in Sirius. 2 jumps from here. I'm so serious. Able laboratory. Yes, very able.
Departure authorized.
Wait. Oh yeah, of course yeah, okay. It's the distributor I need to engineer for the boost. Not the thrusters. Yeah, dozy arse.
Automated flight control protocol now offline.
See that engineer's voice? Engineer. Traffic control voice there. Those spooky kind of cyber voices, whatever they are. Wouldn't that be cool as a frickin' ship companion voice as well? Something along those lines. Like a robotic voice. I don't know. I don't know whether I would like it or I would just get not annoyed, but it would bother me after a while. I don't know. That robotic 5, 4, 3. You guys still with me? Still out there? What you doing? Apart from watching the stream, what you doing? I wonder. Scrolling up on your phones? Put your phone down. Oh, the dog star. Go. Last minute exploring. Oh yeah, CG's nearly over. I think I'm still in the top 50. I was last time I looked. Yep. And we've got 10 hours and 51 minutes to go. Last time I looked, To be in the top 50, you needed between 11 and 31 units. I've done 20. Surely it's not gonna go up by 9 in the next 10 hours. Actually, it's probably changed. It was 13 hours remaining when I looked. I will hopefully be safe as we travel in here. I'll have a quick look. Community goals, top 50. Oh, it's gone up from 12. Right, so to win the top 50 you have to deliver 12 to 32, so it's gone up 1 in 3 hours. At that rate, I'm safe. I'm safe in the top 50 at that rate, because the most it can go up to in the next 10 hours then would be, well, it's 1 2 3 4, so add another 4 on, so that, yeah, it can only go up to 16 if at that collection rate. Okay, and I've got 20, so yeah, should be safe. If not, it doesn't matter. It would be nice to be in the top 50, because how much is the difference between 20 million? Okay, I'm not bothered about that. Doesn't matter. If I drop, I drop. I don't think I will, but if I do, 20 million's 2 weeks carrier upkeep. That's all. But with, what is it, 13 I've got now? Oh, I've dropped down! No! I dropped under 13 billion again. Buying these frickin' modules. No! 12.9. Oh, we gotta do some has-res. What do I need? 17 million? Yep. The hell have I spent that on? Surely it wasn't the modules. Bloody hell. Yeah, so guys, I've been running this, I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make, but I've been running this 73.98 light year Caspian without lightweighting my armor. Why would you park on the edge of a crater? Don't do that. I've got it all timed. Jesus. Now look what you've done. See, this is what the not having the thrusters. If I had those anti-grav thrusters, it would have stopped.
Please observe docking protocols.
Or not, Andy. Am I right? Sitting in my shorts in front of a fan. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I'm sitting here and I'm in front of loads of fans. All of you guys. You're not keeping me cool, but you are cool. So how does that work?
Touchdown complete.
I need to get a... Yeah, I don't have a fan. I need to get one now.
Has been noted.
I need to get an actual fan. One that blows air. Okie dokie then. Local... Oh, Servicios Local. I have no idea what Engineer's Workshop is in Spanish. I just... no clue. And we're here for... power plant. Ah, we're not at 5 because we only need the stripped. We only need to put that on. Ping! Thank you, Marco. I'm out of here. And we're going now to the dweller. So what was that? Power plant stripped. Let's get that off the list. Boom. Gone. Next, the dweller. Next door, one jump in weird. Because I don't know how else to pronounce it. Wired. Wired? Wired? Could be wired. Wired would sound better. Yeah, you bastard Americans with your air conditionings. How much doesn't it not cost like a shitload more electricity though? Or do you guys have, as well as your frickin' fuel prices, which you got no right to complain about, by the way. Don't ever complain about the price of gas, as you guys call it. Don't ever complain about that until you come over here. Is your electricity cheap as well to run those air cons? Because I think if we had aircon in our houses, the electricity bill would just skyrocket. Yeah. Oh wait a minute! Yeah, we can jump straight out. Yeah. I did have in an apartment I lived in 2 apartments ago. I did have air conditioning. It was a luxury apartment. It was that I lived in, and it had aircon, and it was so nice. It was so nice. You put it on like, I don't know, 20 minutes before you go to bed, and it just keeps the room cool for quite a while. You can stick it on like a really low setting, and it just keeps it cool all night. Really, really cool. And it wasn't one of those big box ones. It was built into the wall. Like it was designed into the apartment as they were building it. So all you see is like a grill on the wall, and the whole aircon is inside. Really nice. And it was controlled with a switch on the panel on the wall. Very cool. I wouldn't mind that back. And even though I could never get it working properly, I also had heated marble floors in the bathroom. Could never get it working. Yeah, it was marble floor throughout. It wasn't a big apartment though, it was a small one, but yeah, heated floor in the bathroom and an aircon. When I sold that place, I made a killing on it compared to what I bought it for. I sold it for, what was it, 4 times what I paid for it? Yep, 4 times. No, wait a minute, no it wasn't. 22, 46, 2.5 times. No, wait. Yes. No, wait. Bought it for that, then it's 7. Yeah, 2.5 times more than what I paid for it. That was cool. And then I bought another place, a bit more expensive, and when I sold that, I more than doubled that as well. So I kind of got lucky, just the way the property market went, I guess. But yeah, only airconning one of them. $113, but that's Fahrenheit, right? Obviously. You guys do Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in centigrade. But I can imagine in Arizona that's going to be pretty hot, right? AC cranked to 11. Cost is irrelevant. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. 40 frickin' 5? What? That's Saudi. That's Saudi temperatures. Bloody hell, man. What? Let me just check the temperature. 1 second. I've got it on my phone. I've got a few different areas on my phone. Yeah, it's 33 in Saudi right now in the area I'm looking in. But it was in the 40s before. I've seen them get like 46, 48. I don't even know how you even cope with that. Because just like a 2 or 3 degrees rise is very noticeable. So when you have like 10 degrees more, that's crazy. I was used to, like in the summer, I was used to things like 30, 33 to 36 degrees. And now now I'm not acclimatized to that anymore. I find 31 to be too much. Where before, but it's a different heat where I am now to where I was. Very different heat.
Docking permission denied.
Denied, I know, I was too far away. Why do you people keep burying your bases? This one's really hidden. It's like Thunderbird's base.
Docking permission authorized.
Dun, dun, dun.
To landing pad 05.
Get Thunderbird 2 ready, brains. Ah, sure thing, Mr. Tracy. Right. It keeps drifting over to the right. Why? Why are you doing that? Stop drifting. You're not a Boeing 737, man.
Docking procedure completed.
Right, we are here to do the entire power distributor, which we are going to have engine focused. Now, will this give me a quick double boost when it's done? Yeah, that's fine. Well, it's not fine when it comes to systems, but seeing as how you don't have one that does 2 out of the 3, you've only got one that will do all 3 capacity or all 3 charged. None of these seem to mess with the mass though. See, if you do engine capacity, if you spread it out like this, with high charge on all, then at grade 5, is that going through? Yeah. At grade 5 you have 3692 megawatts, which is freaking huge. But this one, wait, what? Oh yeah. Oh, I was checking the wrong one. Right, so the other ones, they'll take you... No, hold on. How much are we losing on these? 1 point... Okay, 18. 18 on the recharge, but we're gaining 42 on the others. Whereas if we go this one, we gain 60 on that one. But we'll lose... Instead of gaining 42, we're losing 15. So it's 57% worse off. That's pretty bad. I'm having a think about this now. See, this is affecting capacity and recharge. So when you boost, it refills back up really quickly to get you the next boost in. But there's more capacity, so will it... So if you imagine more capacity as being like a bigger cup, will it take longer? It'll take longer to refill? Still? I don't know. We can only experiment. Let's go. See, I'm just thinking of this like a cup of water, right? So the recharge is putting the water into the cup. And what the recharge is doing is it's making the water flow into the cup faster. But on this one, you're making the cup bigger. So are they cancelling each other out? Tune in to find out in the next episode. Yeah, let's find out. Weapons I don't give a monkey's about, but we are losing capacity and recharge. That's going to mean that, you know, if we do drop some shields a little bit, it's going to take longer to charge them back up again. Hopefully that's not going to make a massive difference for exploration. Hopefully. Wouldn't it be cool if you could have, like, you're given 5 shelves of upgrade, 5, and that's your maximum, and you could do 3 on engine. You know what I mean? You're doing 3 on engine, and you can do 2 on system. Or you could do 2 on engine, 2 on system, and 1 on weapon. You can spread the 5 that you're given over any engineering you want. And mix and match. Yeah. I'm just thinking out loud. I suppose that's like having 3 types of wheels fitted onto the same hub. Anyway, okay, so that's done. And the experimental for this one, guess which one it is. Okay, that's the distributor done. Let's cross that one off the list. Power distributor done. And we've got only 2 more to do now. Celine Jean for the armor and Lee Chung for the shields. And we are done. And the shields once again will be stripped. Okay. We need to go to Cook, which is 1 jump away again, thanks to Odyssey Material Helper providing the most efficient route from engineer to engineer. Honestly, at the start of the day when I was thinking about this refit, I would have been happy with anything above 75, really. 80 would have been super bonus. But at the end of this, if Coriolis has got its numbers right, we're going to end up with 84. If you know what's going to happen though, don't you? Coriolis is going to have its numbers a little bit wrong, and it'll be 83.98 or something. And then I'll remove a shield booster.
Control protocol now offline.
Oh God, what?
Commander.
Sorry, I messed that up. I'm not paying attention. Don't jump yet. I've got double boost. I've got double boost. Yeah, baby. All right. It'd be interesting now to drop the shields and see how quick they recover. Just either go into the modules and turn them off and on, or pop into silent running for 1 second and see how quick it is to bring them back. Why don't I have that? I'm pressing silent running and I'm not getting anything. Oh, okay, I know why. I'm in Super Cruise. You silly ass. Oops, go down, go down, go down. Oh, I'm just looking at that reserve tank. That line is going down quite a bit, but it's fine. Oh, I was a bit too late on that one, was I? No, it stopped. Wow. When did you get new brakes fitted? Bloody hell, that stopped fast. We're 26 away. What the hell? We got new discs and pads fitted. What's going on with that? I thought we'd way overshot that. What have I changed that made that happen? Worse thrusters? I don't know. Yeah, maybe, I don't know what it was. That's just weird. Where's the ship name? Oh, it has to be the other way around, man. I want the big ship name where RDEX5 is, and RDEX5 in small in the thing. Oh well. Ugh. Prospector's Rest. Oh, that's where all the Type 11s go then, I suppose. %, humidity. Yeah, that's the thing. That's it, isn't it? It's the humid heat that's worse. %. Yeah, that's pretty chronic. I think 45 degrees though. If you haven't got aircon, I mean, I'd probably just go out and sit in the car, burn petrol and just put the aircon on. Actually, my car hasn't got aircon. But don't worry, it keeps me lovely and cool. It's climate control instead, which I actually prefer. I prefer climate control. Yeah, it's easier to manage it. You just it's set and forget. You just set the temperature you want, and if it's cold out, it'll heat. If it's warm out, it'll cool. Whatever it has to do to reach that temperature is what it'll do. Yeah, I like it. That'd be a nice thing to have in the home as well, climate control. But when you set the temperature that's comfortable for you, and if it's cold outside, it'll put the heating on, and if it's hot outside, it'll put the aircon on or cooling or whatever.
Please observe docking protocols.
If you can have it in a car, you can have it in a bloody house. We've ended up a long way from the engineer's base as well. See, look, now when I'm boosting, instead of having only 2 stripes left, I've got like, well, 3 or 4 depending when I boost. And it's giving me that multi-boost facility, which is great. You always want to have boost on an exploration ship, at least one available. Yeah, you really do. Because if you're coming in on a high grav planet and you find yourself descending just a little bit too quick, the ability to point the nose up and hit that boost to get yourself back up is a lifesaver. If you've got no boost, oh, sorry, you're hitting the floor hard. Yeah. Double boost is a luxury, I guess. Alright, here we are at Celine Jean, where you have to mine 500 tons for her. I did a whole video on that years ago. I think it's called mining 500 tons for Celine Jean. Yeah, that was years ago I did that. Pretty sure it's got a lot of views on that video as well. So, lightweight. Okay, this will be interesting. Do you have outfitting? Oh no, because the outfitting is going to tell me the jump range, and I don't want it to. You bastard. Okay, hold on. Let me go and take off the lightweight on this. How do you cancel it all? How do you cancel engineering on it? In Coriolis. Oh, reset? Okay. Right, so the ablative lightweight on its own is... Oh, it's not bad. As it stands, it's 15 tons. And we're doing lightweight deep plating, which will get it down to 6.75 tons. Oh, it'll say it in here, won't it? Yeah, 15 tons. And then when we've done the last one, it'll be down to 675. And we get a bit more resistances, 18, 15 and 21. 18 more kinetic resistance on the hull there, which might help if we lose shields. All we're losing is hull boost. How much do we lose? 9%. So we're losing on the actual boost itself. Is this like the integrity I get, or the strength of it, but we're gaining on the resistances? Is that right? I don't know, I think I've got it worked out properly. Do the experimental now. Deep purple. Right, here we go, generate. So it wasn't too big a refit. I didn't have to change too many things, but the few things that we have changed and added, we've added 5 shield boosters. I'm hoping that we've gained 10 light years jump range. We've added 10 light years onto each jump. That is substantial. If it's true. I haven't checked. Right, that's the armor done. Let's cross that off the shopping list. So that would be armor and armor. So all that remains is Lee Chung, who happens to be further away, but with our jump range now, he's 152 light years. We can do it in 2 jumps. It should be 2, if the stars are aligned, literally. How big's the first jump, guys?
Ship restraints disengaged.
If it says 84, oh, 89, oh, 80.9, okay. 84 would have been a giveaway, wouldn't it? But my ship can do 80.9, so we're in the 80s. We were 83 point something when we set off, so yeah, we can do 80. I'm happy no matter what happens, as long as it's not a OCD killing 83.99. Don't do that. That's easily fixable. Like I say, I don't really have OCD. I don't really have it, but certain things would niggle me like that. when you're trying to achieve, or you've been told, yeah, 84 is possible, but it's 84.02. And if it gets the numbers just a little bit wrong, it's going to be like 83.9 something. Oh man, please don't. Don't do that to me. Yeah, Leiden jump range 84.02. Just crept over that amount. Oh. Not gonna do it though, is it, guys? It's gonna be 83 something. I know it. I know it. Oh. Please don't. Give me that nice little bonus. Right, we are here already. Lack sack and 2 smoking barrels. Come on, where are you? Oh, oh. $200, that's a quick one. Okay, this is definitely slowing down faster. When I come out of overcharge, it's decelerating a lot faster than it did. And I don't know what I did to do that. Thrusters? I don't know. It's slowing down faster. I'm sure. Yeah, it's slowing down much quicker. I think so anyway. Maybe it's too early to tell. Traders rest. Do they? Yeah, especially when they're doing a job in your house, they maybe rest a bit too much. Stop reading the paper and finish your job. Okay. This is the last one. Shield generator. Kinetic grade 5 and stripped. For that final. This is, we are probably sitting, if the numbers are correct, we're probably sitting on 83.99 right now. And this stripped down on the kinetic is what takes it to 84.02. Yeah, it's like me, I had it at 73.4 originally. And yeah, there was definitely things you can do to make it more efficient. But again, for exploration, 70's plenty, isn't it? It's enough. Especially with a Caspian, if you're doing the neutrons, it's enough. I still, if I do make 80.02, sorry, 84.0. Oh no, it is enough. Oh yeah, it is enough. Because didn't I do the maths on the stream the other day, where I said that you need 83 and oh my god. Well, I said you need 83.5 light years at least, 83.5 jump range in order to achieve 500 light years jump on a neutron star. We're going to put that to the test if I get more than 83.5. Didn't we set off with 83.7? I don't know. Yeah, so
Access granted. Proceed to landing pad.
What we'll do is, if we get we'll find out right here. We'll find out here. If it's 84 or more than 83.5, I will use Spanch and we will plot a route to Colonia along the Neutron Highway, and we will see if we can. Oh Jesus fuck! Remember what I said about that, having that boost available? Well, that's why. gravity's 1.3 and we were about to smash into the ground there. Yeah, I will check on Spanch and we'll do a route to Colonia and see if any of the neutron jumps will get me to 500. Yeah, this thing was dropping. I'm just going to try and maintain a little bit of... What's going on with the scenery over there? In the left-hand corner. I have to fix that. I'm just trying to keep a little bit of upthrust at the same time so we're not dropping too much. I don't know what mass this has, and it looks like my resting thermal heat is 33. I think my Anaconda is 18, something like that. It runs pretty cool, the Anaconda. And I don't know what mass this is either, the ship.
Touchdown complete. Engaging ship.
The Anaconda must be heavier, right? Right, so to get the most accurate jump reading, we're going to need a full tank of fuel. So we'll know what the minimum jump is, the minimum jump range. But we're not checking yet. Shield gen. Done. Absolutely done. Right. What about grade 1? Heavy duty on each one. Oh. It increases them by half a ton. So it's going from, yeah, that's going to drop me into the 83s if the numbers are right. But we're not going to do that. Right, shield gen, let's go. Kinetic. Go. And stick the experimental on, stripped. Okay, finish it off and that's it. Caspian is ready. I can boost. The thrusters seem okay. The heat signature is a little high, but it's not really a problem. Although we will see more of that when we're scooping at close range. You know, when we're scooping at maximum flow rate. Let's see how the heat goes then. And if it's manageable, awesome stuff. By manageable, I'm thinking low 60s while we're scooping. That's what these can normally do. You know, the heat, the thermal heat percentage, low 60s. And then as soon as you start moving away, it drops under 60, and then you can jump. You can start the jump. In fact, doesn't this and the Mandalay scoop while still being in the high 50s? 59 and stuff? So you can effectively start the jump sequence whilst you're still scooping or just coming to the end of it. We'll have to try. I've got full fuel, unfortunately. All right, let's take off shield gen and stripped, and that's it. Nothing more in the wish list. Right, guys. Jump range. Is it going to be 8402 as predicted by Coriolis or not? It's not going to be, but hey, what the hell. Alright. 3. Hello, Captain Crisis! I remember 10 years ago, if you had a jump range of 30, you were doing good. Yeah! And then it was like into the 40s, and then people got 50, and then 60, and 60 was like, wow! 63 on an ASP? Brilliant. And now we're hitting 90 in Mandalays and Caspians. But if this thing goes over 83.5, 83.6 maybe, then it potentially can jump the same distance as a fleet carrier with a neutron burst. Okay, jump range, guys. 1, 2, 3. Get out of my trousers. Where did the extra come from? And I've never said get out of my trousers before. Well, not to any... Never mind, let's not go there. Shield used to be 249 and now it's 295. 84 and a half almost. What did we start with? 84.9? 74.9? I actually started with 70... No, my numbers are wrong. My numbers are wrong. When we started doing operations, my jump range was 73.49. And then I changed something, I don't know what, and it became 73.98. And now it's 84. So we've gone up 10.5 light years, which is the same amount as a Guardian frameshift booster would give you. That is brilliant. Please don't overheat when you're scooping, because the rest I can cope with. This is nice build. I will post it on my Discord if anybody wants it. In fact, I could probably post it right here. The problem is the build. You have to understand that on... Oh, I've closed Coriolis. Doesn't matter. You have to understand that the Nomad doesn't... The Nomad, what do you call it? The vehicle bay isn't available on Coriolis. So I have replaced it with a secondary vehicle hangar that is the same mass, 10 tons. So that it didn't throw the numbers off. I don't know where we've got the extra 4.44. I don't know where we've got that. I'm not sure, but I freaking ain't complaining. All right, so now guys, what we're going to do is we're going to plot a route to Colonia and see if we can hit 500. And I'm going to show you the exact process that I'm going to go through to do that, just for those who might be on the stream that don't know how to do it. So we're going to go through it. So you need to have ED Market Connector running and also connected to your Frontier account. Pretty simple to do once you've got it installed. And then I don't know if it's going to show it here, but if I go to settings, is it going to show? No. So if you go to file settings, on the first tab, configuration tab, if you look down, it says preferred websites. One of them is Shipyard. Okay, and you can choose ED Shipyard or Coriolis. Currently I have it on ED Shipyard because it's easier for me to work with when it comes to Spanish. Coriolis works just as well. It's just as fine. And then for system and station, you've got EDSM, Inara or Spanch. I've got both set to Inara. I've never tried Spanch before. I don't know what difference it's going to make, but it's using Inara's data. So I've got it set to EDSY, ED Shipyard. And then you have your ship built and done. And it's here. Do I have a mouse pointer? So it's here, Endeavour. Right, and then you click that. And that takes you to ED Shipyard in your browser, which we will bring up right now. Is it that one? Yeah. All right, that gets you here. Caspian Explorer, Endeavour. That's it. Not saved. I could save it, I suppose. But anyway, let's just click OK. And there's the build. Now, here's the thing. We have got a planetary vehicle hangar here, which is the SRV. But what we don't have is the other one, the Nomad. It's missed it out, right? Yeah, it's missed it out. I think it goes in this slot here. So, because it's missed it out, it's losing 10 tons. Even though, but my laden down here, my laden jump is 84.6, which is not correct. What I'm going to try and do is go in here, and I'm going to fit a hangar, wherever it might be, planetary vehicle hangar. But it has to be one that's 10 tons. Now, how do I... Okay, so when I hover over it, it's not telling me the mass. 6 tons, 12 tons, 20, 10, 4G. Okay, so I'm going to double click that. So that's added the 10 tons, which is how heavy the Nomad hangar is that I have in. Some of the Nomad hangars are 20 because you can fit 2 of them in. I've only got 1. So it's 10 tons. So this makes up for that. And now my laden range is 84.0, which is not correct. So there's something it's not factoring. It's not getting the same thing. But it doesn't matter. 84.08 is enough to reach 500 light year neutron jump. So ops. Click on ops up here. Go to export. You have SLEF here. You want to copy all of this text, so you can do that by clicking this icon here. You click that, and then you go to Spanch. So let's see, I want to open that. Let me just go back here because I think I want to open that in a separate page. And get to the Galaxy Plotter. In fact, let's not go to the Galaxy Plotter. Let's just go to Spanch. Alright, let's just drag that out. Right, so now we're here. We've got the SLEF file of the ship's build in the copy buffer because we copied it there, right? We've got that. So the source system, where are we? We're at LACSAC, aren't we? We can do anything though, but we'll do LACSAC. And we want to go to Coriolis. I know you can't see me typing in, right? Oh yeah, you can. Coriolis. Okay, I can't even... Colonia! Jesus! Oh. If my brain was an egg, it'd be scrambled. Right, Colonia. Now... Oh, we're in the wrong map. I do not want the neutron router. Right, Galaxy Plotter. Sorry, guys. Galaxy Plotter. You need to be here. You need to be there. Right, okay. So, we'll get it right in the end. LACSAC. I've got to click out. I don't particularly like that system, but okay. To Colonia. Yeah, Cologne, yeah. Don't, man, because I'll end up typing that in. Right, ship build. So, click into the box and Control V to paste. That's it. And I remove the last one, refuel every scoopable, because that will have you refueling every time there's a, scoopable star. You don't need to do that. If you take it off, it will only tell you to stop for fuel when you need fuel, when you're about to run out, and it knows. So Galaxy Plotter is way better than Neutron Plotter because as your fuel burns off, your jump range increases with every jump, right? So if you've got half a tank, your jump range is more than what it was on a full tank. And Galaxy Plotter takes that into account, and it works out the furthest you can possibly jump on the fuel you've got remaining. So this is so much better. Okay. All I want to see in the list is 500. Even though it's been a little bit, tiny bit conservative on the jump range. It's probably not, if I see 499.9, then I'm going to class that as 500. Because it's skimped on my jump range a little bit. So all you need to have here is use supercharge, because we're going to be supercharging off the neutron stars, and I have the routing set to optimistic, which is the default, I think. I don't know what the other options are. Pessimistic, guided, fuel jumps, and fuel. I really don't know what the difference is. I just leave it on optimistic and then just hit calculate. And it also knows that we've got a 64-ton tank instead of a 128. So instead of me doing 2 fuel stops for, scooping, it'll be interesting to see if it's 4 now or if it's only going to be 3. Dude! 522! Look at all the 500s! Oh, 522.97. Dude, you see, look, it's saying here, there's how many fuel stops? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we've got a couple of more jumps. So it's instead of 2 stops now, it's 5 stops. Okay, it's going to take a couple of more minutes to get there, but whatever. We are jumping greater distances. Now, here's the thing, guys, right? The last time, because I had a 128 tank, I only needed to stop for fuel twice. So my journey was broken into thirds, right? Literally, they were pretty much all even thirds. However, even though we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fuel scoops to do, and you'll see, look how much fuel we've got left in the tank. No, actually it's this one. This is how much fuel we're using per jump. So we've got 10 there, 10 there, 10 tons left, 9 tons left. So each jump is using 6 something. So we could get another jump out of this one, but it's saying no, the next system has a scoopable star, so use it, right? And so we're scooping back up to 64 again. This is fine. So you might think, well, it was quicker before because you only needed to stop twice. Now you've got to do it 5 times, so it's going to be slower. I don't think so. Because last time, apart from the fact we're doing greater distance neutron jumps, it got to Colonia on my previous build with 59 jumps. And now it's 49 jumps. So we've shaved off 10 jumps from the journey with the new build. Because we've got 10 extra light years, and just over the whole journey, it's less than 50 jumps. So we're shaving off at least minimum 10 minutes. At least minimum 10 minutes. Will it take 10 minutes to fuel scoop from empty? So that's on 5 jumps, you're talking 2 minutes. Will it take 2 minutes to scoop from empty to full with a 7A fuel scoop on a 64 tank? I don't think so. I think it's going to do it in about 20 seconds. So this is faster. I can't believe how many 500s there are. 49979. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 522. The biggest one I've seen. You have to get the longest jumps are going to be at as your fuel is draining away. You're able to jump further, and that's why on this one, after a full tank, you can still jump 504, but as the fuel burns off, you can now hit 522.97. What the theoretical maximum is, I have no idea. I could easily find out though. Guys, this is great. I don't know what the pessimistic option does. Really don't. I think it's just like, I don't know what it would do. Maybe give you more. 22,000 light years in 49 jumps. Plus 2 SRVs, 2 AFMUs and a Nomad on board. I'll take that. Yep, I'll take that. I'm happy. All goals achieved, and we scored another one in the penalty time. Brilliant. So, let's have a look here, guys. So, jump range. Let me calculate what the theoretical maximum is. Assuming the neutron stars were placed in the perfect distance away, we've got 84.46. But that's not correct, is it? The theoretical maximum is how far can you jump when your fuel's down to like 15 tons left. So with this, it's hold on. With this maximum full tank, I can do 506.7 light years on a full tank. By the time it gets empty, well, how do we work this out? It's using around, by the time it gets empty, it's using less fuel per jump because the ship's getting lighter and lighter, right? So as you have a full tank. No, wait a minute, it doesn't look like that's the pattern. It's averaging around 6.6, 6.7. Let's go 6.7 fuel per jump. How do we work this out, guys? Anybody good at maths? Like if I've only got 13 tons of fuel left, what is my theoretical maximum? How does frickin' Spanch work it out? The minimum fuel it's leaving me before refueling is 9.88. And the jump is in the 520s. Because there is a point where if you let the fuel run out too much and you do a jet cone scoop, you won't get the maximum range because you've got too little fuel to do it with. So you need to have a little amount of reserve. So this thing is, this sponge is refueling me at the right time, so that never happens. So it reckons about an hour to do 49 jumps. It'll be a bit slower than that, I think, with the fuel stops and the scooping. So I'm gonna say for 49 jumps, let's call it 50, so a minute per jump, but it's not. It's a minute per jump if you jump and scoop. But we're doing neutrons, which takes a little bit longer, especially if you miss one and you've got to go back in again. And then on 5 times we have to we have to supercharge and then go and, super cruise over to the star to fuel scoop. And how long will that take? 3 minutes maybe? So that's 15 minutes added on. I don't know, conservatively, I don't know, I would say maybe about an hour 20, hour and 30 minutes to get to Colonia. Without stopping, just no landings, just going there. I'm happy, guys. So the build, the ship build, I've got it in Coriolis. If you guys want it, let me just see if I can bring it up. Coriolis. No, I want the website. There we go. And the ship is called... What's it called? Caspian. Uh-oh. Yeah, where's the one I... Oh, here we go. I'm in the wrong... Oh, it's not saving my information, guys. It's not saving my information. I don't have any builds. How is it not remembering? Am I not logged in? Oh, I wasn't logged in. Okay, it's not a problem. Let me fix that. Let me see. Change it from ED Shipyard to Coriolis. Click on the ship name. Right, my jump range says 84.5 because it has an unrecognized module, which I'm going to fix. And that is a hangar, a 4G hangar, which is 10 tons. And the jump range 8402, exactly what we had before. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to send you I'm going to put the build, the Coriolis build link in the chat. Just notice two things. It doesn't really matter which way around you get it. Actually, it does. There are two planetary vehicle hangars. There's one in a class 5 slot and there's one in a class 4 slot. The one that's in the class 5 is the Nomad, right? And on mine, so I think it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one down. I'm going to show you here so you can see the one that I have. If you want to carry 2 Nomads, it's going to be 20 tons instead of 10. And that will take your jump range to 83.4. Adjusting for Coriolis's thing, it'll be 83.78, something like that maybe. Which is enough to do 500 light year jumps still, but I've got 2 SRVs. I only think I'm going to need 1 Nomad, as long as I don't blow it up, because if I do, well, I'm kind of screwed then, aren't I? Right, let me just change that. All right, so my loadout is, this one is a 5D. So you do need a class 5, right? So this isn't in Coriolis yet. So I chose the 5D because it's 10 tons, so it's half as much weight as the 5H, I think it is, which gives you 2 Nomads. So it's up to you, your choice, what you want to do with it. And yeah. So on the build, you've got the Guardian frameshift booster, and underneath it's going to say planetary vehicle hangar. Swap that out for a 5D if you want the same build, 5D vessel hangar. And the other planetary vehicle hangar, of course, is the twin SRVs. Also is the power, which with my modules disabled sits at 81. So that means I can still enable one of the biggest AFMU and still have enough power. So I can repair the ship, switch it off, switch this one on to repair this one, and then the only other things that are turned off until I need them, cargo hatch obviously, yeah, advanced docking computer, which I'm not really using, but they're only using 2 and 1%. If I turned everything on, what are we looking at? 13. The thing is, it's 13 point something, isn't it? And they don't tell you what it is. So 13, 20, we're already over. That's 20, 23, 26. So it's 26% more. It's too much for what we have here. So you don't need them all switched on. You really don't. But you can always temporarily turn your shields off while you're in space, whatever, repairing. So yeah, as long as you power manage, it's fine. I prefer to have them turned off than change the priorities. Okay. Now let me have a look. The frameshift drive. Oh, it has got the Mark II written in. Lovely. Okay. Right, how do I get the link? So we go to... I have to export, don't I? I've already done this. So it's Endeavour, Caspian -RD for some reason, and then I go export. It has got the SLEF feature. No, I don't need export, it's short link. There we go. Oh, the shortened version. Bad request. Okay, it doesn't do a shortened link, guys. So what I'm going to do is go to... Oh, what is it now? Is it tiny URL? Yep. Paste the long one in there. Shorten the link. Of course I'm human. Oh, that was easy. There we go. Okay. If anybody wants to build, it's there. Hopefully that should work. I'll just double check it. Yeah, sweet, man. So there's all the build. I think all the engineering should be correct, because if it wasn't, then the jump range would be wrong. Actually, wait a minute. Wait, what? Oh, it's having a little bit of a conflict here. Okay, it looks like Coriolis actually did nail the jump range. It's just done it in a different way. Here, I've got my current jump range and my unladen. I believe the unladen is the jump range when the fuel tank is empty, which is frickin' pointless. But unladen means no cargo, no fuel, right? So nothing. But you can't jump with no fuel, so it's a pointless number. In Coriolis, it says 84.46, but it says it on the unladen label. And max jump range is saying 87.79. Well, we're getting 86. So why is the numbers matching unladen on Coriolis and my current jump range here? Yeah, check this out. Right, so you can see on the screen 84.46. And then if we go to the build, right here, 8446. Fastest possible jump range with no cargo and a full fuel tank. So what's laden? Oh, full cargo. Oh, I'm reading it wrong then. No, I can't be. Why is the game giving me this as my current and 87 as unladen? This is defining unladen in a different way. This is saying no cargo and full fuel. But I think this is farthest possible jump range with no cargo and only enough fuel for the jump itself. So if that's the high number that's displayed in the game, wouldn't it be the case that all I have to do... No, wait a minute. I was going to say is scoop a neutron star. Only enough fuel for the jump itself. That seems like a very strange statistic. I can see it being important, but I don't know when. No cargo and a... Okay, so no cargo and a full tank of fuel. It's exactly right. So this is what? Full cargo. So I've only got 8 tons. So that makes sense. Unladen is with a full tank, and in the game, the unladen is a very different number. I think this is Frontier's version of only enough fuel for the jump itself and no cargo. So the laden jump range is not shown on this screen. I'd have to put 8 tons of cargo in, and then that current jump range would move down. It would get worse, and that would be our laden range. So okay, so unladen on Coriolis is the same as your current jump range in the game. That's it. Oh my god. Do you know what? I'm interested in Span showing me. Remember it took 9 jumps to get to... It's only a short distance. Wait a minute. Span. It only took 9 jumps on my previous build to get to the community goal. HD 232. So let's copy that and we'll go. Oh, I shouldn't have copied it. What an idiot. Doesn't matter. I have a clipboard manager. I wanted, because my ship build was in the clipboard. Right, source system. Shinra to Desra. Destination system. Yeah, maybe one day, Rusty, you'll learn that it is a galaxy plotter that you want and not a neutron plot. Shinra. And copy paste. It might get it down to 8 jumps. I don't know if it'll do 7. I don't think so. Not over that short distance, right? It's 2,000 light years. Anyway, let me see if I can get my clipboard manager. I actually have 2 clipboard managers running at the same time. Is that mental? Right, so that's that one. How did you know to paste it straight in? Okay, refuel every scoopable. Eight jumps. Yay! I saved a jump. And no fuel stops. So you know how we were stopping on the way to Colonia? Last time, with the old build, with the 128 fuel tank, I didn't believe it at first, but it did turn out to be true. I was able to jump 24 jumps before needing to refuel. We would do 24 neutron jumps, and then we'd have to scoop. I didn't believe it at first, but I did the calculations, and it was true. So, on this route to Colonia, how many jumps can we do now? It's going to be a lot less than 24. And you might think it's half the fuel tank, so it's going to be 12. I don't know, though. I don't know. It's going to be less, isn't it? It's going to be less than 12 because we're jumping further. So we're jumping 500 plus, so we're using more fuel. Thank you for the sub, whoever that was. I appreciate that. Thank you. It'll pop up on the screen in a second, I would imagine. Well, it will if I switch over. I'll switch over if it does. What's my longest bout I can do here? So here's this one. We fueled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can we beat that anywhere? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 jumps before a refuel. It was 24 before. So it's not 12. It's even lower because instead of jumping 465 jumps-ish that we were doing, or sometimes it was like this, but instead of doing like 465 was I think the maximum we could do, but because now we can do more and get into the 520s, it's consuming more fuel to do that, right? Not much, but before, let's say, what's representative here? Do we have a 460? I think the closest I can get is 442. That would consume 4.7 of fuel to do that jump. The 522 jump is consuming 6.78 fuel. And that's why halving the size of the tank isn't halving the amount of, or doubling the amount of fuel stops. It's less. Or worse, I should say. I've got to get my wording right. Yeah. So what do you think, guys? I think we did a good build. I haven't tested the fuel scoop yet to see how hot it is. Do you want to see it? I mean, it's a pity we don't have something where we can drain fuel out. Not that it matters. I don't have to be scooping. I just have to be close to a start and see what the heat is. It's starting at 33. Let's go do it. Well, we have to anyway. We have to go back to Shin. It's 122 jumps though. Insane. Yeah, so a very, very good day. I think I've done some good progress with this.
Disengaged. Commence departure.
Obviously, that it's capable of more jump range, but I'd have to sacrifice modules and stuff. But right now I have double boost. The capacitor of the engine is filling back up. I also would like to find out about the shields. Right, let's see how long it takes to regen and then power all the way up. I'm going to put 4 pips because if I want my shields back up, that's what I would do. Okay, now it's begun. Took a while. but it's there. I don't plan on breaking the shields, by the way. So now we're unbreaking them. So this is shield repair, and then we've got regeneration afterwards. That's not too bad. The capacitor has ran out. So that's what's slowing it down now. 50% straight off. Okay, now this isn't taking so much power, so the capacitors are building back up again. How long? I can't go into Super Cruise yet because in Super Cruise your shield repairs at twice the rate, or it used to. I think it still does. So that'll throw off the numbers. Yeah, so that's the rate. What's it doing? 1% every 2 or 3 seconds? 1, 2, yeah, about 2.5 seconds per percent on full systems. If you have standard pips, it'll be a bit slower. I think for what do you call it, for exploration, I think it's okay, right? I think it's tolerable. Yeah, look at the rate now. It's upgrading 1% in less than 2 seconds. 1. Yeah, it's doing it every 1 second now. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's twice the rate in Super Cruise. And there it is, it's back up. You never need pips in weapons, so I can balance it at 3-3, possibly. Although my engines are not that great. In Super Cruise it doesn't matter. You can just do 4-2, 4 pips in the systems. And in normal space, you other way around, unless you're going to hit something. I don't know. Right. I am yapping too much. So we need to burn some fuel off here. Yeah, so that blue box that we've got on the fuel there to show how much fuel we're about to burn, that's twice as big as what it was on the 128 tank. And we are sitting at 32% heat. Okay, I'm gonna do something I don't normally do. I'm gonna put the orbit lines on. I don't need them, really. But it was just for me to get right up close, because this fuel scoop is going to eat that star energy, and it's going to fill that tank in seconds. It's not enough. We need a longer distance. 62% in the tunnel. Okay, so we need to go to the maximum scoop rate before it fills up, ideally. There we go. Right, 62. That's fine. 65. Please don't go too much more than that. Anything in the 60s is fine. 65. That's it. Lovely. That is sweet. Right, so imagine, see where that star is on the left hand side? Imagine that was our jump out. We can do this. And the moment it drops under 60, please do it soon. This is more, see, this is what's taking longer. And the moment it drops under 60, you can safely go without overheating. You could probably do it at 62. But yeah. So yeah, she's stuck on 65 and that's it. Nice. Heat efficient. Okay, I would say she's fully tested. And the shields are better than before, even though they've gone from being paper to cardboard, basically. But it's good enough for dropping on a planet surface. As long as you just have to be... Don't be a hooligan, basically. Right, going back home. Oh, she stopped on the button there. What's going on with these engines? They're better. Usually when I was disengaging the overcharge, she was taking a while to slow down. Now it's stopping a lot faster, and I don't know if it's because of the smaller thrusters, the different engineering. I don't know. It's got to be the thrusters. It's the only thing that can slow the ship down, isn't it? Anyway, I've talked too much. $84.55 now. Yeah, because we burned a bit of fuel. Scarab, Scorpion, Nomad. Elite's come quite a way since the first days. I'm carrying 3 vehicles inside my ship. And it could be 5, couldn't it? You could have twin SRVs, twin Nomads. Why did I say 5? Where the hell did I get 5 from? You could do 6, I suppose. You could have 4 SRVs in 2 separate slots. And then... yeah, I don't know what the maximum allowable would be. You can have 2 Nomads in one slot, 2 SRVs in one slot, and another 2 in another slot. Are you allowed 4 SRVs? I don't see why there would be a limit on that. So, she's ready to go exploring.
500 meters from touchdown.
But I'm not. Not yet, anyway. But she's ready. Explorer with this, she doesn't quite beat the Anaconda. The Anaconda's got the best jump range on my fleet. It's in the high 80s, but she's close. She's fucking, whoops, sorry the language. She's freaking close on the jump range. Nearly 85. But she's got 2 SRVs and the Nomad, like the Anaconda. But the advantage is she's very efficient with the SCO and therefore the heat. Anaconda is not. And when she scoops up a neutron star, she will wave goodbye to the Anaconda, and the Anaconda will have to catch up. Even though the Anaconda can jump a little bit further. It'll be interesting to send my Anaconda build into Spanch and do that run to Colonia. Because what's going to let it down is the neutron jump range, which is ×3, isn't it? And this is ×6. Let's have a look. I'm curious, guys. I'm going to have a look at this, then I'm going to call it a night. But I am curious. Right, Exploration Conda. Annie, get your guns. There she is. RDX3. So RDX4 is the Mandalay. So yeah, I did get the number right. Yeah, man. Okay, jump range on this. Are we full? We are. Jump range on this, 86.76, which is 2 light years, 2.5. What was mine? 84.4? Yeah, just under 2.5 light years better. The shields are a little bit better. 346 versus 295. And the armor on this is so much better. 1344. It's over double what I have on the Caspian. Yeah, so 86. So now that we're in the Annie, we're going to send that into... Oops, no, I want to send it to ED Shipyard. Where are you? ED Shipyard. There you go. Come on. Okay, send the build there. Click OK. Export. SLEF. Go to Spanch. Put Spanch on screen. Nope. It's lost the page. Right, so Anaconda jumps 2 light years further per jump, but Caspian will go to Colonia in 49 jumps. Let's select all and paste. And leave everything else as it is. How many jumps do you reckon, guys? How many? I'm going to go with 71. I might be being generous though, because the neutron scoop is half as much, so it's going to be double. Actually, it's going to be more, isn't it? It's going to be more. It's got to be at least double, which is 98. 102. I'm going to go with 102 jumps, which is crazy. If it's anywhere near that, because it's only getting 3 times the benefit of a neutron, and the Caspian's getting 6 times, which is... It might do it just under 100, actually. Let's see. Oh, come on. Can it hit 90, high 90s? Oh, not bad. 82, okay. It did better than I thought. Look at all the fuel stops. Look at all the freaking fuel stops. Caspian does 5 fuel stops. This does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 fuel stops. And you probably don't even need to do this one. You could get here with it, pretty sure. All neutrons, but the jump ranges, look, instead of 522, what are we hitting here? 351, 360? Yep, not too bad. Not too bad for the Annie. Yep, 361. Just at the end of its tank. But we're having, every time we go 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps, we have to fuel. And then here it's 3 because there's probably no other systems nearby that have a neutron and a scoopable in the same system, so it's doing it here. And this is the best it can do, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then scoop. Wait a minute. Fuel used, fuel left. Okay, fine. I thought it was running it right out of fuel there, but it's not. Yeah. So 82. It's not quite double the amount of jumps, because that would have been 98. Two hours. Yeah. Do you think... I know it's more jumps. 98 is more jumps. But I'm going to ask a question here, guys. It's 49 for the Caspian. If you double that, it's 98, right? This is 82. But it's making, how many stops did I say? 15 or something? So if it was going to do, so if the Caspian went to Colonia and came back to Shinny, it would need to stop less times than what the Anaconda has to do to get there. So it would stop 10 times. Now, because you're wasting time refueling so many times, I don't even think you have to do this. But I would personally obey Spanch, but I don't know if you have to do this. Oh yeah, you will, because you might not make it to this one. Yep. So, question, do you think it's possible, if you really got your head down, for the Caspian to get to Colonia, turn around and come back to Shinny before the Anaconda gets to Colonia? Now, I know there are 16 more jumps to do, but there's less fuel stops. It'll be very tight, wouldn't it? That would be tight. Yeah. Anaconda and Caspian setting off at the same time from Shinny, going to Colonia. If the Caspian can't make it back to Shinny by the time the Anaconda reaches Colonia, how close would it be? How far away would it get? Oh man. I think that would be a very, very close battle. Very close. Because it's having to stop here, so it's costing it minutes. Here we're scooping, but there's no neutron. Same here. Here you've got to scoop off the neutron and then scoop off the local star, off the normal star. And we're looking at wasting maybe an extra 3 or 4 minutes in each one of these brown systems here. So if you're let's say you're wasting, let's be nice, let's say 3 minutes per system. Not on these, but on these. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 times 3 is 48. So you're wasting 48 more minutes than the Caspian needs to. Actually, that's not true, because the Caspian has to do 5 stops still. Let's call it 40 minutes. Or 35, just to be generous. You're still having to waste 35 more minutes. And that's, yeah, it's 35 more minutes added on. Am I confusing anyone? I'm starting to confuse myself now. But I think I know what I mean. If you're plotting a minute per jump, but every time there's a neutron and then you have to go scoop, and God knows how far away the star is, usually it's pretty close, to be fair. But then you have to go up and scoop to it. You're wasting another couple of minutes. So instead of spending a minute in one of these systems, you're spending 3. And if you multiply it by however many it was, 15 times, 16 times, that's 48 minutes. Where the Caspian has to do it 5 times. So effectively, this would be 11, wouldn't it? If you take the 5 off this. So it would be 33 minutes wasted. Anyway, sorry guys if I'm boring you with my thinking out loud. I'm going to let you go. You're very quiet, but I'm going to let you go anyway. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you liked the build, and it's linked there. If you don't see it live because you're rewatching it, you can just type it in. Just type the link in. Or, tell you what, I'll do even better than that, guys. I'll drop the link in the video description for the build. There you go. Of course. I'll do that straight away. So, the link will be in the video description for the Caspian build. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah. I'm happy with it. Take care, guys. Thank you so much for being here. And at 10 to 2 in the morning, I'm going to get something to eat now. Bye-bye.